Indianapolis. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Buddy up! 55. Check, 55. Mike.
And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Ready? 57 Andy. Check, 55 to Mike. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
He'll have a first down past the 40 and brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Being chased out left. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Felt me get a little jangly up there before that last play call, and then once it happened, I was like, oh, because it feels like almost a missed golden opportunity to take a shot in that position.
You think 1st and 5, maybe you go for a little more than a short run?
Almost a free down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And he's going to be taken down here. Back across midfield, 3 yards away from midfield at the 47. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive.
300. Watch tight end, watch tight end. Key to tight end. I love it.
Pilot, 64, weak.
A first down throw for Cousins. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And now it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll run with Cook, and he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. Room to run past midfield. And he'll be taken down at the 26. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings' 26.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Stepping up, he's going to keep it.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
On 3rd down, Ingram. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Vikings! Olabisi Johnson, 82 yards. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Hey, hold on. They gonna need some therapy after this. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the play.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Flushed it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now it's Ingram. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Check, check.
From the 44, Jackson flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And an alley to run. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Ravens.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson, escaping the pressure right. There goes a deep ball. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Seth Roberts in the final seconds of the first half, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 82 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense.
That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Willie Snead. 55 yards as his guys are back within a single score. Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
Brings up third and 8.
Gun.
Mike 57.
Hey, come on,
On third down, Cousins going deep for Diggs. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
36-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field. There goes Mark Ingram. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, 64 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21-all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They run. Cook. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Cousins. And Diggs has it. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 17-yard line. Cousins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Coming right, this is Cook on the toss play. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Cook. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
So give them the first down. 1st and goal after a pickup of 4, and the decision to go for it pays off. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to the ground, Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I'll just...
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Ingram again. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
He's not going to get me. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a first down.
You know, as a defensive guy, I don't normally do this, Brandon, but a tip of the cap to the offensive coordinator. Design quarterback run at this stage of the fourth quarter when I expected him to throw the ball, and he got a first down.
Yeah, trailing this stage of the fourth quarter. Picked up the first, stopped the clock too.
Yeah, sometimes there's some guts in play calling when you go against the grain because you know you could easily be criticized if it doesn't work out.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. He'll have a first down inside the 10. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last.
And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance, and let me tell you something. Forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Well, win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
A very important extra point there, up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range, not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Here's Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Cousins now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Listen to me. Check 3. Hey, Steamer. Hey, Haywood.
Now Cousins. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
That's another Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Hey, Steamer.
57. Mike, 57. Let's get the ball.
Smooth.
57 to Mike. 57.
Wide.
We got to get the
Cousins to throw.
He's coming. Double up.
He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs finding the end zone on the game's final play. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. The extra point is good, and on the final play of the game, they walk away with a victory. Well, that was a fun game to witness, partner. A touchdown there at the very end to